Welcome back to Badlands Gundogs. This is going to be a series on some conservation efforts. All right, I've been meaning to start this series for a long time. Haven't, but today, tearing down, oh, there's another one. Jackrabbit. Okay, maybe I'll just start like this. Here's a little stock dam. There's some wildlife here. This is a stock dam that livestock have watered out of directly, meaning, maybe I'll get into the shot. Meaning for the last, who knows, since this dam was probably made, the ranchers have let their cows graze right up to it and into the water here. You can see we tried to, we ran a pipe up here and siphon fed a tank that's over the bank here in an effort to provide cleaner water for the cows that I'm watching, and then also to, look at the vegetation here. Most years, and there ain't much. The water's basically gone. You can see the pipe coming out of there. And this water's maybe 6 inches deep, but it's still mucky, sinking. But there's still a little bit of water here, and it's enough water so that when I came over here 15 minutes ago, as I started to tear down the electric fence that we've used to keep cows out, I saw another jackrabbit. That was the first thing I saw. There was a couple dozen doves that have clearly made a home somewhere around here. And then a mother pheasant. I've never seen a pheasant right here. We're in some real sharp-tailed prairie type country. Maybe if I walk up to the dam, you can see how we've got a lot of foxtail barley growing in here this time. But a lot of other good vegetation. Some not so good. There's dead wormwood plant. But this is sharp-tailed grouse country. There isn't much here, but that mama pheasant and her chicks flew out of, right there, right out of that clump of grass. Also, for the last, who knows how many years, cattle have grazed here continuously, as opposed to, we had them in here for a little longer than I would have wanted, which is just fine. We're just trying to get some rotational grazing, adaptive grazing started. I could do a better job at it. Okay. I'm recording, slamming you with some information. Just gonna back up a step. This summer, I took my kids to the grand opening of the Theodore Roosevelt National or Presidential Library. That direction in the heart of the Badlands in Medora, North Dakota. Quite an attraction. Must see if you're traveling across I-94, western side of North Dakota in the Badlands. And he was our first, and maybe only, really, conservation type president. I believe in conservation. One of the reasons that I hunt is so that I can enjoy nature. And it's not just a pheasant or a grouse or a deer, whatever. But I enjoy the plants and animals that are supposed to be here. I can look across this prairie and just about this crested wheatgrass. This was not here when Roosevelt ranched in the Badlands. Neither was some of that clover. Neither was that, that's a wormwood, we call it a weed, or this alfalfa that's out here. This snowberry, where that pheasant and her chicks flush from, is. Most of the grass that you see on these hillsides are not native. Neither is that Durham field over there, but anyhow, neither is this pond. It was built. It dammed up this drainage, or this confluence of these two drainages. No dogs in these videos. It's just going to be me pointing things out. And really what I want to do, and I should have done it a couple of years ago when we first moved out here, is walked out to the prairie, picked a couple of spots, picked a couple examples and say, hey, whoa, good wind. Hope you can hear me even. Pick a couple of spots, pick some examples and say, this is what's here as I find it. This is what's wrong with this. And I'm just going to try to document some of the changes that occur because we're slowly implementing them. Hopefully we have some positive effects on this prairie landscape. This pond right here, this spring I was going to use it as an example. A pair of canvasback ducks hatched their ducklings out of it. And, you know, right now there's some vegetation around this, mostly empty dam. We're dry right now, oh, by the way. They all died. When I first saw them, I knew there was no way, and even with this small amount of vegetation, I think there's very little chance that, you know, like those ducklings would have survived. But with some more cover, maybe they would have. There's a sharp-tailed grouse lek not far from here. I'll include some video at the end of this of those sharp-tailed grouse dancing. The numbers are down, mostly across the entire Great Plains, mostly because of agricultural practices. There's still plenty of grouse. There are plenty of grouse there. Those two hares, jackrabbits as we call them. Probably they call that in other places too, but there's going to be more of those out here. I don't exactly know how I want to wrap this up, but I'm going to start this series. Maybe some people will find some of the things I say useful. Maybe they'll enjoy them a little bit, but it's also for me to document what we're doing on this land, trying to improve it through grazing practices. And the cows, the cows are going to be an important part of that. So, all right, well, hope that was useful and helpful. Have a good one. Oh, they're dancing. See them jittering. Look at that. That's pretty fun. Oh yeah, they're fighting now. Yes. They're grouse. What do you think?
Nice.